Yeah, this is how the whole maintenance task stuff works. This is going to need a lot of work to like balance out the game to not make it feel as well. Every 30 seconds just feels very like just too much, right? We need to have a little balance of being able to go in, pick up items on the ground, bring it back to the engine car, feed the engine. You know what I mean? So yeah. Players may feel like they have to do all the tasks by their association with the game's difficulty. Monsters aggro. Yeah, I think there needs to be just some sort of like language to the player if something is actually affecting the performance of the train versus affecting the performance of the monsters. Yeah, for sure. Lowering the chances where someone in the group feels forced to become the mom and do all the busy work. Others avoiding is important. Curious to see how players decide what to do with these microtask function. The main goal of grabbing everything you can. Being into the engine persists throughout the ride. Right. That becomes part of the problem because I've played in groups and I've seen people play like Among Us, for example. And there are a lot of instances where people are just like not doing the tasks. Now, at the end of the day, we just have to determine how can we make it so we don't ruin the fun with the tasks. You know what I mean? As long as we don't ruin the fun aspect and we allow enough of the sandboxy element, I think maybe we'll be okay. But again, I think this will be one of those instances. I'll figure out. Sorry, I'm just messaging someone. I saw like a weird interface thing that popped up. And now it's gone. That was interesting. There was like a button to claim suit for hire. I don't know what that was. How the hell do I see that again? That was weird. Claim your free game here. No, it was like claim the game as in like we own the game and this is like the server for it. That's what it seemed to say. Let me search. I gotta search this up. Oh, it literally came out. This post literally came out yesterday. Once a developer claims their game in Discord, they can adjust the following information about it. Key visual assets, plus your newly verified server will be listed higher in Discovery so players can find it quickly. That's so weird. Hold on. Do not redeem. I got a virus! Hold on. Hold on, let me see this. This is very interesting, very interesting. Let me put this here, just because I was curious when I saw this, and now I don't see it again, which is so weird. Very interesting. Where is that? Here, I'll post the blog post in chat, so you guys can see it. Did I go live on YouTube, by the way? Let me double check. Yes. Very good. So how does this work? Head to on the left sidebar, select game identity. Under games. Select game identity under games and then click game. So wait, why don't I see that anymore? Why don't I see that anymore? I have no clue how that popped up. I don't know how. The menu like popped up and then it disappeared. Oh. Well. I don't know how to bring that back up. On the left sidebar, select Game Identity. Open your game's developer portal application. I literally don't know how to do that. Oh, do I have to put in a new application? So wait, how did it see my game and then it, like, it just hit it? I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused. I'm confused. I wonder if it's because of streamer mode. This shit is sus. No, I've actually had a Discord server in the past that was connected to one of my games. Funny enough, it's basically just to like create a stronger connection with your Discord server to the game that it's basically meant for, right? It's just that I don't know. Where it is. That was weird. It like only popped up for a bit and then I clicked off of it and then disappeared. It was gone. It was gone just like that. You need to create a team in the Discord developer portal. You need to create a new application or utilize an existing one. That was weird. It like showed the pop-up for it. But weird. Have I done a playtest yet for this game? Not really, not yet. I'll look at this later. Let me keep a tab of this open though. Let me keep a tab of this open. Let's get some work done on this game first, and then we can look at that other stuff later. No, we have not done. We've done like technical tests. So like, have people join in, see if things are like kind of working-ish for the most part, right? But no like proper gameplay test, like going through and trying to play through the game and survive or whatever. You know what I mean? Not much of that just yet. And admittedly, when we do that play test, it will really determine which direction we take the game, because it could very well indicate if like the tasks are not it, you know what I mean? Like if they're just not it for the game, amongst other things. A lot of work just to see if something is actually not good. Yeah. Can you throw the bombs into the furnace? Not yet. Not yet. How does it know about the game? It's just scanning whatever you do in the background? It could just be... it could be my profile is tied to something. Or maybe they like personally put the invite, because they can also personally invite stuff. Yeah, interesting. I don't know how to bring that back up. I wonder if I like restarted my Discord, if it would show the pop-up again. Hold on, let me try something. Yeah, in the future, I would like to actually make it so you can throw the bomb into the furnace, and additionally, alongside that, let's see if it pops up again. It did! Claim your game to customize how it appears across Discord and verify your official server. Oh, interesting. So it showed that pop-up, but it doesn't actually have an application created. So I have to actually create the application. That's so weird, because it like... Okay, so I guess, hold on. Confirm you are not a robot. I'm not a robot. Your app must belong to a team. All right, sure. Let me create a team. Sounds like something a robot would say. What do you mean? What do you mean? Guys, what do you mean? Oh, so I have to actually... Oh, when you... Oh, weird. Installation. I don't know how I feel about that. Your app must belong to a team. Okay, hold on. Team. Team. How do I, team? Team. Team, team, team. How do I tie this to a team? Your app must belong to a team. Oh, transfer app to team. I don't see that. Oh, I do. Never mind. Multi-factor authentication. The fuck? Hold on. Okay. Claim game. Search for your game. Oh, they've already got the game. Only supports released titles that have been detected on our platform. I think what happened is the Steam page, they probably scrape Steam and they search for Discord links, and then they find through the Discord invite link who owns that Discord. I think that's how they figure it out. Yeah. Hey, Raven. I see. Game claim. Enter verification code. Email sent. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Was that actually my... Yeah, that's my website. Okay, submit. Oh, and now they have to review it. All right, sure, I guess. Sure, I suppose. It's kind of wild. That's my guess. That's my guess, is the way that they probably went through about doing that. I can't do this until Speedshot actually comes out. I hate to see it. I think it's just a little extra thing just to verify your Discord. I've done this with an old project a long time ago. They actually verified my Discord. I don't know if I still have that Discord. In fact, I don't even know. Yeah, no, I don't have that Discord because that was a completely different Discord. Like, I don't even know. I wonder if I could still find that Discord and join it to see if it's like still alive for some whatever reason. Because I might have transferred over the ownership to someone else. Put this on your to-dos if you haven't already. Major improvements to developer store page on Steam. Customization allows the developer page to look very close to Steam's store homepage. There's only a few easy steps to complete. I noticed something about this. They improved the developer page. I do have to work on it quite a bit. It's very cool, man. I'm glad that they're doing shit like this. I think they should also make it so public. Okay, here's something I fucking hate about Steam. Or not Steam, not necessarily Steam's fault, it's the publisher's fault. Have you guys ever looked at a developer page and then when you click on it, it doesn't actually bring you to the developer page, it brings you to the publisher page? I absolutely hate that shit. It is the stupidest thing ever. It's like, bro, I want to see the developer page, not your fucking dumbass Ubisoft publisher page. I understand the company, the developer might be owned by the publisher or it's a sub company, but please show me the developer, not you. This is cool. Damn. So like if you have a shit ton of releases, you could like really juice up your developer page. I don't know. I've done a little bit of customization of our developer page, but not a bunch. We could definitely do a lot more in here. Like we have a very small about. For some reason, there's followers. We got a bunch of followers. Yeah, I do want to do a little bit of juicing up in here. Definitely. I also have to do stuff for the stream. There's a lot of like stuff. We need like 3-year badge, 4-year sub badge, 5-year sub badge, apparently 6-year sub badge, I think, is also in there as well. We don't got any of those. Sorry, I'm a really shitty streamer. Listen. Okay, listen. I'm not partnered. So you can't like I'm just a little affiliate. I'm just a little whittle affiliate. Okay. You got 6-year subs in this joint? I think founder badges are technically 5 to 6 years. I'm partnered and I have nothing past a 1-year badge. Stevie, we gotta bump up them numbers, okay? Come on. We gotta get some more sub badges in there. Have one of them on fire, one of them is an explosion or something, I don't know. Like I just joined 5 or 6 more years till the game comes out. Yes, that's exactly what the subject is. 5 or 6 more years till this game comes out, just like how Suit for Hire took me 5 years. Don't mention it. Can I make Steam cards too? I might be able to. I think Steam cards are a thing that you get after a certain period of time with a game. I think I probably could make some Steam cards now. Look at this. Let me see. Is this one of the speedrunners playing the game? I have no idea what I did is the description. And they're apparently playing Fortnite. Bro, what is this fucking badge for Fortnite? What the hell is this shit? What happened to Fortnite? So, did he get a little forward speed boost by going on that, like, tiny lip? By the way, one little thing I would maybe say in terms of visual polish here, the star coming out is like really like abrupt. I would maybe fade it in if you can. Like have it fade in. Because when it pops up like this, it's a bit like, oh, my eyes. It's like I got punched in the face. Dude, you got so many people already trying to break times. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah. The annoying thing with this leaderboard, though, while it's great now, wait until like you publish and then a guy cheat engines some fucking shit, and then you're like, well, balls. That's the unfortunate thing. There's always got to be someone that ruins it. To be fair, I was going for the whole punchy thing. Oh, okay. I think it's a little, it hurts the eye a little bit. I wonder how it would look with a fade in. Like a very slight fade in at the very beginning. It's rough because so many people are loving going for world records right now. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like the fun is fun until it's like ruined by some fucking asshole. Fortnite's a mess. They recently added my favorite VTuber and she can now fight Thanos and Ninja Turtles or dance with Homer Simpson. This is what they meant by the metaverse. Basically, it's a fucking clusterfuck and nothing makes sense anymore. I honestly really liked when Fortnite was like super minimal amounts of collaborations. Like, I think, like, John Wick was in there, and then, like, maybe a couple others, but that was about it. And honestly, I think that was nice. Now it's like, they're literally, like, your brain is downloading fucking stimuli 24/7 playing that game, and the UI is ass. Classic Epic Games user experience. So shit. I also have some filters in place for cheated times. Like, for example, the leaderboard will never show 0 seconds. To be fair, someone will just make it 1 millisecond or 1 second. I think when a game has too much in terms of like cosmetics and collaborations and stuff like that, I think it's too much. You know what I mean? When there's too much, it's too much. And you can tell when there's too much, you know? It's just too much. It's like, stop. I get it. You're making a lot of money, but like, fuck, Jesus. Like, it was cool the first few times. You got the Star Wars collab and a bunch of other shit for a period of time. And then it was just like, here's this, here's this, here's this. Here's a porn star. Hey, wow. I'm not saying that's what they did, although I'm sure they'll get to that point at one point. Really need to find ways to work on my texturing. Few things. Color, different colors. So follow these rules. This is what I would say. Variety of PBR, so that means different varieties of roughness materials and whatnot for the types of materials you're going for. For example, the handle here. I think it's also like one of those things where sometimes having the model is also important. Like what I would have done maybe for these grips is have little like straps coming out of this or little plasticky parts, and then you could have screws inside of them. And that shows a connection point for this handle because the handle would have to turn up. Currently, the way it's designed, it doesn't really look like a handle. It looks like it's static. Like this won't flip up, which is kind of counterintuitive to what this would do. It almost looks like you can't really wrap your hand around this either. The metal locks here look very thin as well. I would also say you got some dirt here. Is that snow or is that mold? So I would probably make that gray. I would put some little logos and stuff around, maybe some like up arrows or some. Have some color variety, big one, roughness variety, and metallic variety. Right? Just variety. When you have a mesh, the biggest thing that I like to aim for is variety. So what happens when you don't watch Crimson Substance Painter tutorials? Having variety helps a lot with making an object look a lot more real. Color variety and stuff helps a lot as well. Yeah. Yeah. Get away from, like, I understand. So the problem when it comes to weapon cases like that is because sometimes they are just a lot black, but that does become really boring from a viewer's eyes. Is when you have something that's it's when you get into the tactical realm where things become same-ish color. But I would start putting in put some little hints of dark blue in there, some little hints of blue, maybe even some little hints of green. If you got like straps, you can do a little bit of like dark green. The handles, you could do maybe like slightly blue tinge, you know? Yeah. Yeah, anyways, I'm not a professional. I'm an idiot. But that's what I've learned. To make things look a little better, having nice roughness variety is nice. Make it so the dirt makes sense. Don't just slap the dirt generator on it and call it a day. Try to put dirt where it would make sense. Because what I've noticed with a lot of people using Substance Painter when they're first starting out is they'll just slap metal edgeware, not really adjust it, and just and then whatnot. And that usually results in lower quality looking pieces, I guess. Or pieces that look more generic. Yeah, you could maybe add a bit of orange. But, you know, obviously, if it's a tactical box... Yeah. It's hard to make things look tactical. I remember when I would make weapon models and, like, you have a tactical look, it's like... It's hard to make it look really good. Add yellows so the gamers know to interact with it. Me with literally every single movable handle. Orange, 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 orange. Although this is not orange. Does this look like you guys could open this? Does that look openable to you guys? Or do you think people are going to gloss over that? Some will probably move right past it. Maybe this is... Maybe we make... Here's my conundrum. I think I've seen video games that do really well with letting the player figure things out. And when they figure it out, it's like a very... fulfilling moment for that player. You know what I mean? So I feel like as long as we put a bunch of different stuff that's like exposed to the player, and over time they figure out, oh, I can interact with things. We're gonna close that. I can interact with a bunch of things. I feel like that might be part of the charm of the game, I guess. But we'll see. As we do playtesting, we'll determine what parts are too subtle and whatnot. You got the hand icon. Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the hand icon provides a good indicator when players are, like, looking at things. And then we can create a design language of players, like, going over stuff, right? Imagine they just start glossing over the books, and then one book is like... Yeah. I mean, especially in a horror game, if you aren't trying to open drawers and cupboards, you ain't trying real. So then, that's another point. If there is something that looks like it can be opened or interacted with, it should be able to be opened or interacted with. Otherwise, we break the trust with the player from a design language standpoint. You know what I mean? If something looks like it could be interacted with, it has to be interactable. Otherwise, we lose the player's interest. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Bane. Literally, when you hopped in, we were talking about, would it be hard for the player to figure out if something is interactable or not? But I think part of the charm with this game is going to be the part of, like, figuring out those elements and then letting the player explore and move things around and whatnot. I want to put the electrical box in the employee room. So let's open up the library real quick. The library. The library. Yeah, I don't want to hand-hold the player too much. I think it's good to show indicators of where tasks are. But by letting the players kind of figure things out, I think that's part of the beauty of it, I think. But things you can't interact with, you should have a pop-up say, sorry, this is for employees only. Something I do need to do, which is pretty important, any large item that you can't put in your inventory, I do need to put a little, like, pop-up that says this is too heavy to put in your backpack or something. So I will be doing little things like that for sure. But I would say if something looks like it's interactable, I think we should, as a rule, say, hey, that's interactable. Like, one of the things that I was worried about with these buttons here, that's why I made them smaller. I actually had these way larger, but then I was like, I shouldn't make this too large because then it might make the player feel like they can turn on and off the light, which is, like, useless. So I kind of adjusted that when I was texturing that because I felt like that would cause a problem. So I think that would be, like, one of our rules in the game. If something looks interactable, we have to make it interactable, I think. Luckily, I don't have any drawers in the game. I'm really worried about all of these different physics objects because when we start replicating the physics objects, I am worried that we might, like, overdo it. I might have to, like, optimize some of this stuff so maybe it has, like, a lower tick rate during some periods, and then once it picks up, then we increase the tick. I don't know. We'll see what we end up doing. I have no clue how smooth sync works with a bunch of them. I might be overusing smooth sync for all I know. Yeah, the bandwidth might be cooked. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I actually need to do the scope before it closes, but I'm too distracted and lazy. Brother, go to the store right now. Put your shoes on, get out there, brother. Get that snack or whatever thing you want from the store. I bought skins in Marathon the first time I bought microtransactions in a game in like 10 years. That feeling when you have a bunch of skins in Valorant, but you don't even play the game anymore and you actually hate it. Go barefooted. Run. Fast. Fast run. I have like $200 worth of skins Valorant and I get physically ill even looking at the artwork. The game is dog shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to... I think I've learned... I think I've grown and mature enough to not pay for... Like, I just don't really care much for it anymore. Like, skins and microtransactions and stuff like that. I just don't care anymore. I think I just don't care anymore, really. I think I'm out of it. I'd rather max the Iron Man on OSRS than play Valorant ever again. That's fucking crazy what you just said there. And you need psychotherapy. You need to go to a you need a psychiatrist. I don't know what else to tell you. You need a psychiatrist. Spent over 2K on Fortnite, got over 300 skins, 3,000 plus hours. Now I'm done with that game. Yeah, at least you got 3,000 hours out of it. I think I have something like $2,000 or something like that in Counter-Strike. Maybe even more. I don't know. Hold on, let me check. How do you check this shit again? I think you look at badges. Counter-Strike. I don't even know if it shows those numbers anymore. Where is Counter-Strike? Why do I have so many games with fucking cards? Who cares about cards? What is this shit? Why is there so many games with cards? Is this in, wait, no, this is, wait. I just skipped over it because I just noticed now that's, wait, where's Counter-Strike? C. C for Counter-Strike. What? Do I have to sort by completed? $1,700 USD in the game after this card set was released. Now, to be fair, most of that I think was during Counter-Strike streaming. When I used to stream Counter-Strike a shit ton, people would like donate skins and stuff like that. Yeah. Funny times. For the bug on level on Steam, cards were the only way to get levels on Steam. Yeah, but like, why do you need that? Why do you need that? Like, why do you need a level up? Like, what does it give you? I guess some like brownie points. I mean, like, look at my level. I'm high level. Like, I'm not really sure the purpose of doing that. You get like discounts or something for games? I don't know. Anyways, we gotta get some work done. Let's get some work done, shall we? We need to like urgently make this game playtest ready, because that is going to be a huge indicator of if I'm going in the right direction or not. And then I need to be able to pivot if need be, like with the tasks and stuff. I definitely need to be able to pivot. All YouTube creators can now upload 50 megabyte thumbnails, up from 2 megabytes. Oh shit, finally I don't have to downsize a thumbnail from 1080p to 720p. Oh. With Steam levels, you appear on the top of the list of your friends' recommendations on Steam. I don't want to do that. I don't want anybody to know where I am. You know what I mean? I don't want motherfuckers to know what my Steam profile is. I set that shit to private. It's actually like a deterrent for me, actually. So I actually want to level up less. I want to unlevel up. I played Path of Exile for a decade, bought supporter pack ranging from $30 to $60 to $300 every 3 months. I'm easily 20k hours in. I don't want to think about money spent. Brother, it's not even about the money. It's about the fact that you spent 20k hours in PoE. But hey, if you had fun, you had fun. Also, 20k hours is fucking crazy. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. 20k hours? Bro, I got 8,000 hours in Star Wars Jedi Knight games, and like that I think is like a year and a half or some shit total in days. I think. Maybe not. Maybe that's probably not actually 8,000 hours? How many days is that? 333 days. Oh, sorry, it's not a year. It's almost a year. That's fucking crazy. I think I played OSRs my entire life, no life, and I have probably 6k. In my entire RuneScape, like RuneScape 2, RuneScape 3, and OSRS, I probably have close to like, yeah, probably close to like 2,000 hours, probably. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work. Work ain't gonna do itself. My worst trade is that my most played game of all time might be Madden if you combine all the games. I think my most played game, probably for the rest of my life, is just the Star Wars games. That's it. Second up is probably RuneScape, maybe MapleStory, maybe League. But I think it's probably, I think probably Counter-Strike with almost 2,000 hours. Deadlock is working its way up, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm on a losing streak of like 7 losses over the past few days. I cannot fucking deal with my teams. They are so shit. I don't know what they're doing. We will be ahead in early game. We'll be ahead by like 20k souls, and then we'll just choose to throw the game. Let's just throw the game. Oh, we lost a fight. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We're still ahead. Oh, let's lose another fight. Oh, let's go 1 by 1 and die. And then, we lost the game. Tilkip, how's it going? I hate competitive shooters nowadays. I played a match of Counter-Strike, and that was fun for like 1 game. But I think if I were to play more of it, I think I'd probably like want to tear my eyeballs out. Maybe if it keeps happening, it's not the team. Maybe it's you. It's because I play a support character that heavily relies on my team. And I would literally look at my team, where they would be during a fight, and they would all spread out in the worst way possible. So by spreading out, we're no longer focusing enemies that are killing us. We're just letting ourselves get picked off 1 by 1. Because the enemy team is focusing. Now, sure, I could get on the microphone and start ripping some comms, but solo queue, hell nah. Solo queue was okay. It was okay. You had a bullseye. You already have 600 hours in Deadlock. It's not even out yet. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. That's why I stopped playing Rivals. Dude, I played Rivals again like a few weeks ago, just to see what it's like. People still suck at that game. It's crazy. I'll just play as Bucky, and it's the easiest game ever. It's as long as my healers are healing, like it's literally the easiest game ever. It's quite literally the easiest game ever. I think I could, I don't know. Yeah, it's quite literally the easiest game. It's definitely better in CS than Valorant. Valorant, I'd rather put like full mute and not listen to any of my teammates who speak in slang or whatever. That I think is the worst part of Valorant, is its community. Valorant as a game is fine. I think it's a fine game. It's fine. It's just its community is kind of like, I don't know, still in high school, I think. Deadlock is the weirdest market. Like, looking from the outside, it seems like a finished game, but they're not putting it out in public. That is just Valve's way. Like, Valve is basically keeping it where it's at because they want people to know that it's still in development, even though people treat it sometimes as a final, but it's not. The funniest thing is Deadlock. They put out super cool website posts like this for their updates. That's like even above and beyond a lot of developers that have a fully released game, myself included. Like, it's insane. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy cool. This was like the latest big content update that they did with all the new UI changes and everything. So much stuff that they did. So much stuff. They have such a cool style for the game, honestly. That honestly feels very Valve. It feels very Valve. Posted an off topic on Crim server. Let's see this shit. Where is I'm trying to look for the playtime part. I see joined 2012. I don't think total hours is in here. Playtime isn't public. Oh, are you not playing PoE through Steam? You're playing it through the standalone launcher. Is there even a standalone launcher? PoE is fun. PoE is fun. I don't know about PoE 2, but PoE 1 was fun. PoE 2, I think I'd have to try it out again. I played since 2012. Oh, makes sense. Dude, I didn't even know PoE's been out that long. Like, I probably played PoE, like, when did I play PoE? I don't even know when. I don't even think it'll say when I started. I last played in 2023. But I probably started playing in like 2021. If I were to guess. Can you see only friend activity? Is there a way to filter this by friend activity? Because then I could see when I claimed the game. Nah, whatever. Who cares? It was get to work. If they had WASD to PoE 1, I'd play it. I don't know why clicking to move is a turn off to me. I just don't like it. I played a lot of games that have click to move, so like it's not a huge thing for me. So D4 and PoE 2, I had a good time. Am I a casual? Dude, listen, I used to do the most stupidest casual builds in PoE 1. It's just so much like it's just dopamine. I would go like a Frost explosion type build, Frost Blades explosion build. You would click once and the entire screen would explode. It didn't even mean anything to me. It was just so satisfying seeing it. 4 minutes Subnautica 2 devlog. Well, I guess we're not working today, huh? All right, let's take a look. Subnautica 2, the game that's been in fucking development limbo for a period of time. Oh shit, hold on. I thought by building bases they meant building bases. Do they mean building the actual development of the bases? Because this is cool.
Seeing it come to fruition, been working on this from a crazy idea for years, and see it slowly evolve and turn into this system that players can really customize the output, and everybody's base looks wildly different.
What we're doing is kind of novel. We're using some techniques that haven't been used in games in this way before.
I think the system as a whole is pretty challenging.
Unreal, baby.
I worked from day one on this system, so we've been working on it about 3 years. We have
Blender, baby.
the system from
Holy moly.
up.
Sometimes the constraints aren't known to the concept artist, and so therefore we have to adapt a lot of the shapes and visual language when we bring it over from concept to our entire base building system itself.
Was
The most
Subnautica
challenging
1 made
thing
in
that we've
Unreal
done
2?
is actually the system itself.
I
This
don't
is
know.
a brand new system. I don't think we've seen anything like
have no
this in
idea.
any other survival game.
With bases, everything's broken up into unique tiles, and the way that we do that, has to have coordination with adjacent tiles.
Figuring out a good way to let designers and artists make the assets that will turn into this pretty rule-heavy, like logic-heavy system to make all of these different shapes.
We have a few core fundamentals that we're striving for. We want to maintain player expression and freedom in the base building system.
We love base building in Subnautica 1 and Below Zero. We kind of wanted to keep that spirit, but allow players to express themselves even more.
I think the
Oh yeah,
main
there's
things are
multiplayer in this
procedural
game, huh?
system where basically you don't have to be constrained to a specific shape.
We have moved away from fixed pieces for the most part, and we have a much more sculptural, expressive system.
Oh.
And
Wow.
one of the things that I'm most excited about is our windows. With the procedural system, basically, instead of having just like these big blocks that you can put the windows on, you can make windows in whatever shape you want.
I think by far my favorite base pieces
Definitely
to work
penis
on were
windows.
probably the
It's happening.
corridors. Something is very unique about the way that you model something on a constant radius, and it just made it such a challenge to get all the different pieces of glass that we wanted and all the customization
There
that
we
we
are.
wanted inside of like each piece of the corridor.
In the future, players will be able to paint their base, change different colors, different cosmetic options inside, change the color of lights, toggle lights on and off.
Some of the base
Volumetric
pieces
fog.
that I'm excited to work on in the future. The fully round rooms, I think that one's going to be great. I think it's going to be a nice hit back to Subnautica 1.
I'm really excited just
I
to
have a
see
closed beta code
what
for
you
that?
guys
That's
can do.
NDA, don't
We've
say
got
that.
Something pretty
I'm just kidding, I
flexible
don't actually know.
let players really run wild with their imagination. Even in
What
the
happened to
first
this
two
game's
games,
development?
we already
Something
came up
happened?
with such amazing
Do
ideas
the
and
developers have
concepts,
like
and
control
I think
over it
the whole
again,
team
or
is super
like?
excited to
Create cool, cozy rooms for each other and really share that creativity between the different
That's how I sit in my
friends that
chair,
you're
too.
gonna have. Let's just hope no friend comes and steals all your resources. So good luck on that.
The founders are suing Krafton. The Krafton, as in, you mean Krafton as in the mac and cheese company? Isn't that a mac and cheese company? Am I thinking of the right one? As far as I know, it hasn't affected actual development. Oh. Interesting. I don't know, with all these stories coming out, obviously I know they're like, few and far between, right? About publishers fucking over developers. I just would rather not, if possible. The founders didn't get paid and stuff. When I interviewed with them, they basically have cleaned house. They didn't run it like an actual company and stuff. So after the founders left, they finally got an HR department and stuff. Oh, interesting. They finally got an HR department. You mean the founders got an HR department and stuff? How can you not keep up with all drama? Listen, if I'm not part of the problem, then... Like payroll wasn't a thing. Technically, my company structure isn't like that either, so. All of my stuff is done through like contractor payments type stuff. They were a 100-person studio? Okay, yeah, 100 people without an HR, without a legal department and payroll. That's like I'd understand like a team of 5 without like a payroll structure and you just doing a contractual basis, but 100-person studio, yeah, it's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. All right, we need to figure out what we're doing next, chat. Let's see. We got the toilet clog mostly in. We got to put the poop in. Window cleaning is in. Slaps building. This place can handle all the legal issues, we think. Don't quote me on that. We need to start crossing out tasks. I hate looking at this thing and being able to scroll down. That's basically what was going on. Now it's all fixed. Everybody that left pretty much did so of their own choice. Nobody was forced out. Interesting. Well, at least they didn't have to lay off anybody. Or, well, at least that's what they're saying, but... Very interesting. Rats. We are the... Should we do the rats? We should probably do the rats, huh? We'll see after Subnautica 2 releases. The reality of the game dev industry, honestly. What a shit reality we're in, huh? Talking about legal issues? What's this? Pikmin? Oh yeah, we saw this already. Yep, we already saw this. Do you see what Jeff Kaplan said in an interview? I just heard it very briefly through like headlines and stuff. But basically the CFO was like, from what I heard, verbatim. Is verbatim the right word I'm actually using here? Is verbatim meaning as in actual quote? Oh, word for word. No, not verbatim. What's the opposite of verbatim? Loosely? No, there's not a word. Yeah, paraphrasing, I guess. Yeah, paraphrasing it. It was like, you need to make this much money every year or else we're laying off like 1,000 people or whatever. See, the thing is, though, that's kind of crazy, is I'm not really surprised by that. And here's why. There are so many other companies that do that just in a different way that's like private and tucked away. So many companies that do basically the same thing. Maybe not to that like intensity, but they basically do that. They're like, hey, if we don't reach these revenue values, we're getting our analysts to determine a certain percentage of people to lay off. Who? Oh, you'd be surprised. Grim, do you think there should be a slop category on Steam? No, I don't think there should be one. I don't think friendslop would be a proper, like, actual official name for the category of the type of games that are being made. Yeah. Grind survivors. Grind survivors. This is another survivors game. Deadline delivery. Looks like we got ourselves. This looks. I can't tell if that's friendslop. We got ourselves an extraction shooter. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. It's got it reminds me a little bit of, oh god, Cinti assets. Oh god. Oh god, god. Oh god. Ah. Oh. Wasn't it more that the CFO more or less said if you don't manage this amount, their layoffs is on you rather than general idea of layoffs? Oh, right. Yeah, they said that as well. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Why do you hate the Cinti assets? I think they're just shit. After working with them and seeing how shit they are, they're just really shit. I also just don't think they're... I don't like the character models most. The environment artists, whatever. As long as you do a little bit of work to them, I think it's fine. Other than that, though, yeah, shit. Deadline demo was very rough back last year. I wouldn't doubt it. Large scale game like that, probably made by a very small team or a solo dev. Very hard. It's a very hard hit. You know, fried. Yeah. Cinti assets also, by the way, are literally just low poly like blockouts, and then the only details they add are this. This is a Cinti asset. Okay. You got yourself a table. All right. So from here on out, here's the details. These are the Cinti asset details. There you go. Little bit of damage. It could be metal, it could be wood, it could be literally any material. This is literally all they're fucking doing to their entire object. And sure, it's an art style, I guess. Concrete, wood, metal. It's just, yeah, yeah. That's $5 right there. Concrete base slash plank slash. It could be anything. You just switch out the color. We got ourselves a little 1024 texture. Everything's fucking placed in the worst spot. The UVs are horrendous. But guess what? Low poly. It's an art style. You're just mad that they're making millions? No, I'm not mad. I'm mad that their quality is shit. Yeah. Dealing with Cinti assets during Suit for Hire made me want to. There was so much stuff I had to edit so it worked with like light mapping and everything. I'm more mad at the fact that like whoever was leading the Unreal Marketplace at the time let so much shit through from Cinti just because I guess they had a bunch of shit. Like, I don't know, just. I also think the character models just look so generic and shit. Like, I just don't, like, I don't care for it. May as well just make the assets yourself. I think if you do use Cinti assets, just don't use the character models. That's what I would say. Just don't use the character models. But yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. We should get to work. We haven't done anything this stream. It's been almost 2 hours. What the hell? What the hell? Let's get this bandages item out of here because I'm getting real pissed off looking at it. Okay, bandages. We've had this item here. I just have not textured it, nor have I done anything with it. So let's change that. Let's change that, shall we? Am I gonna give this a unique texture? I guess I will, but I think I'm gonna make it like 64 by 64 or something. Have I listened to the new Carpenter Brut album, good sir? I have not, I think. Oh, I have. I think I'm disappointed with Carpenter Brut, though. I think it was Carpenter Brut. Did Carpenter Brut, like... I think it was. He, like, started using a bunch of garbage generative AI for his latest album. I think it was Carpenter Brut. Yeah, I probably heard it, but... For the music videos or something? Yeah. Yeah. Classic. Classic. I wonder if it's... Where's my UV icon? How is it that every time I open up Blender, it just keeps changing stuff on me? Have you seen the new zombie game? Is it the Korean one? Oh, it's in modeling. But for some reason in layout, I don't see it. Oh, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Ah, that one. I have, I think. Where is that button? It's in here, but it's not in here. Even in edit mode, it's not in here. What the hell? It's like World War Z, but with open world and cars. I haven't really taken a full look at it yet. Damn it, man. I don't know why that button is gone. Why does that look like a penis? Someone help me out here. So what the hell is this? Something about that don't look right. So we'll mark the top seam. We'll mark the bottom seam. I think I had a reference to the bandage. Here it is. This would probably be an actual good instance to maybe make a high poly. But I don't know if I care enough. Nice toilet paper. Thank you. Do you see the Western Rust game? Is that the one made by Jeff Kaplan? I have seen it. I've seen it. Guys, I fucked up on something. No, not that Jeff. The other Jeff. Okay, so how do we UV this piece? I think this inside part could be separated. Additionally, I'm also thinking maybe we just don't mark that as sharp. We really don't need that as sharp. My fucking table is like moving around and shit. This will better, I think. Jeff Keighley is promoting Kaplan's game, and he just came off the heels of High Guard. Who cares? I don't think that was at all Jeff's fault. I think a lot of people were blaming Jeff, and I think they're stupid for doing that. But you know how it goes with the general public. They're not the smartest bunch ever. Like, really blaming Jeff for that? Bro, I'm sorry. It's just the game was all over the place. The game was all over the place from a design standpoint. Twitter isn't the general public. I saw a post. I forget who's saying it. I think it was like an actress or something. They were like, the internet is crazy. Like the shit they say and the bubble that they get stuck into. It's really true. Because like it is not an indicator of normal people by any means. The thing that's bad about it with the game dev space. So here's the problem with it in the context of the game dev space. A lot of the game dev space is on the internet. So as a developer, it's very hard to get out of that bubble because a lot of the people playing your game are people on the internet, you know? So if the people on the internet are unhinged, it's kind of like difficult to, I'm gonna unwrap this like this because it's, you know, it's really difficult to make the separation. I got that CD copy of Suit for Hire. What do you mean CD? You got a CD copy? Yeah, but still, even then, like, if there were updates, even with a CD copy, it would, there'd still be a level of connection. From an internet standpoint, you know what I mean? Got my 3DS cartridge of Suit for Hire today. Ghost, how's it going? Elena Pierce? I don't remember who it was that said it, but honestly, it's very true. Like, there is like a... You gotta be very careful, because the people on the internet Also, the amount of bots that are coming out these days. Like, yeah, I would say there's one thing that that AI is able to do. It's actually able to just absolutely fuck over the internet and destroy it. Absolutely able to destroy it. Like, we've got so many like bots online now. It just doesn't mean anything, man. It doesn't mean anything. Listen, if you're getting triggered by people on the internet, turn off your computer. Like, actually though, if they're like people that are not close to you, if it's not like a situation where you're getting bullied by random, you know, or it's like getting bullied by people from like school or something, and it's just random ass fucking people who could be literally on the other end of the world from you, just turn off the computer. Or just block them. Just block them. Just block them. It's not worth it. Okay, we got our bandages. Our bandages. Did you guys hear the report of FBI announcing some hunt for data personal info scrapping games, and they released a list of like 8 games? Huh? Which games were the 8 games? I logged into X recently and it was literally all just drama and exaggerations. I just have started blocking a lot of people, but honestly the biggest mistake you can do is use the For You page on Twitter. Just use following and just follow the right people. But whenever you click on the little search button that starts showing you trending and shit, that's where you get the worst fucking shit. Super Fire was there on top priority. Huh? Hey, I'm sorry. Would I ever consider participating in a game jam? I don't really care for game jams personally. I don't really care for it personally. Super Fire is the entire list and all of its sequels and prequels that don't exist. If I made a Super Fire DLC, what would I call it? I don't know if I'd make a DLC, man. I feel like if I made a DLC without releasing free content, people would just get pissed off at me. Wasn't Super Fire Game Jam? Technically, but like it obviously evolved into something way further beyond that. I don't know. I've thought of like what I would do if I were to make a sequel. I'd probably call it like Suit for Hire Reloaded or something. I don't know. I just don't know if I'd want to make another. I think Ronin would be the closest thing to what I'd want to make for like a sequel. So quirky. Yeah. I'm just like that. I'm quirky like that. I really don't think this needs to be 128 by 128, by the way. This item. It could probably just be 64 by 64. I don't think I've ever textured a 64 by 64 mesh. We're about to see what that is like. We're about to see what that's like. Yeah, I just don't really, game jams I don't really care for. Also, it's just, the way I work is just not very fitting for a game jam as well. 64 as in pixels? Yes. I don't even know if Substance Painter can even do 64 by 64 as an export. Yeah, it looks like I cannot export as 128 by 128. Actually, let me see. Wow, you cannot go 64 by 64. I would actually have to bring this into a different software to bring it down. Alrighty then. Do I account for texel density, by the way? I just eyeball it. I know there's software that can properly do it for you, but I just eyeball it. Wild? Listen, man, if it works, right? If something looks like it's off and it stands out just because of its texture resolution, just reduce the texture resolution. Okay, bandages. It's about UV scale, not resolution. It's both. It's both. But yeah, I don't really care for it. I don't really care for it. I just eyeball it. That's why I'm saying this would probably be 64 by 64, just based off of the size of it. I might even just make this one texture file. Diffuse, use the alpha as a roughness. Nah, whatever. Who cares? I'll just export it normally. So bandage looks like fibers. It's got a brownish color. Black mask, go here, go there, then aluminum or something of the sort, whatever works. Also, let's bake this before I continue. Optimizing the texture set for the game, making Giga Atlas or something. Reusing textures as much as I can. Reusing textures. I don't really have any atlases yet, besides the we got one atlas, which is the our grates is a trim sheet basically, which is I guess kind of like an atlas, right? Different kind of stuff that we can use here. But most of it is just reusing textures here and there. I have the texture memory or the memory set to one gigabyte, which is the default in Unreal. And so far we haven't had any warnings about it. So we're doing fine at the moment. So yeah. AI music? No, dude, this is literally old ass Deadmau5. What do you mean? AI music. AI I don't know why I'm saying it like that. AI music. I don't know how is. Whatever. Go away. Don't talk to me. I'm mad. Motherfuckers be calling anything AI these days. We're just that cooked as a society, to be honest. We just be that cooked. I'm just going to do a basic aluminum because we don't need anything super crazy. It already looks pretty close to the reference. Krim is my favorite AI vibe coding VTuber. I want you to take that back, you piece of shit. I want you to take that back, what you just said. I know there's a fiber material here that looks very close to what I want. It's like a crosshatch. It's not that one. That we might use as a micro detail actually though. There is something else in here. That mesh. There we go. Actually, we might want to use the inverse. Yeah, use the inverse. Height, color, add a multiply, and then we'll up the tiling of this. Of course, we're going to want to be careful. We don't want to overdo the tiling, and then we can't tell what this is anymore, because that could very well become a problem.
It's that time of the month again.
I think I actually want this one. I don't know what difference this might make, but I think I prefer this one. Rookie, thank you for the 18-month ruse. Thank you. My AI vibe texturing this AI model. I'm going to put a curse on all of you. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm putting a curse on all of you. Big curse. Yeah. Super cursing. I'm already cursed. Aren't we all in this world of this that we are? Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying anymore. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, man. Man, what the hell I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying, man. Mask. The grayscale fibers has no controls. All right, let's choose a different texture. Thanks. All right, cool. All right. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, all right, cool. All right. Lazy dev? You motherfuckers are really just the worst. We need to do a little twirly bit. How do we do the twirly bit? Chat, what do you think? I'm thinking we paint it ourselves. I have an idea. We paint it ourselves. Because I don't think I have like a little circular thing I could... Anisotrophic radial. Wait. Hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. Wait. Wait. Put that there. Triplanar. I am ChatGPT. This guy thinks he's a robot. He just thinks he's a robot. Oh man. He just be saying anything. He just be saying anything. Guys, can you tell that I'm cooking? Can you tell I'm cooking? I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Add paint. Do this. Put a multiply on this. Add it in the paint. Then we can go in the paint. Then we can select this. Then I can delete these faces. And then I can go at the bottom. And then not see what the hell I'm doing. Good stuff. Love that. Then just do Yes. It do look like bandages. I know. Yes. Kinda. Sort of. Yo, this wooden log is sick. You're sick. Is there a radial blur? Now that I think about it, actually, a radial blur could kind of go crazy. Let's take a look. Filter. Radial blur. Is that a thing? Is it radial blur even a thing? Am I like hallucinating a thing? I think I am. I think I am. Guys, I think I'm hallucinating a feature. There's blur directional, but I need radial. There's got to be a radial blur. Is there not a radial blur? Radial blur your face? What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? Bevel? No. 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 Histogram shift? No. Pixelate? No. Smooth step? Wait. Wait, you might be spitting. Wait, hold on. And then I need additionally. Yes. Wow, this appears to be a live stream on the digital platform Twitch. Currently, the subject of the stream is engaging in conversation with chat and developing a game. Is that all you got, motherfucker? Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Is that all you got? There we go. So now the outside edge is not affected. Yes, you see that? Look at that. That looks kind of like a bit. It's, you know. Actually, I wonder if there's a different like texture in here that would encompass what I'm trying to do here. Imagine if there is, and I've been just doing this shit like a little swirly texture. Is it a little swirly texture like? I don't think so. I think anastrophic thing is probably as close as it gets. Looks convincing enough to me, TBH. Honestly, I agree. But obviously it would be nice to have something that's less noisy. Wouldn't be bad to have something less noisy. However, this is okay. We can make do with this. Does this look like a bandage to you guys? Maybe we could put like some like little holes as a indicator of where the other pin used to be. Wah 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 wee wah. Tiny detail that no one's ever going to see. Number 532. Tiny detail that no one will ever be able to tell. Yes, yes. No one will ever know. I think it's cool. All right, okay, cool. Put that right next to shooting tires. Okay, listen here. I bet you there's a player that played the game and then they shot a tire in third person and then they saw that it popped and they're like, holy shit, cinema. I'm telling you. What's the song name? Raise Your Weapon? Crim cooking on the smallest item ever. Yeah. I didn't even know you could shoot the tires. Yeah. You can do that. Yeah. You can indeed do that. Yeah, you can do that. Crim's literally Rockstar Games right now? No, I'm just an idiot. What's for dinner? Good question. I don't know. I quite literally don't know. Tacos? I'm not a taco kind of guy, honestly. Alright, fuck it. Just send this out. Though, dude, having 3 textures for this is kind of just bonkers. Whatever, they're just 128. What's the worst that'll happen? You know? It's just 128. What's the worst that'll happen? The game explodes? Potentially the worst that could happen. But... hopefully? Jeez. No hope for me, guys, huh? No hope at all for me, huh? Bandage. Bandage. Nice looking bandage, huh? Okay, then in the material library, textures, throw the textures in the thing, put the thing in the thing. By the way, we don't have a master material for all of our items. I really should make that. Probably sooner rather than later, but whatever, fuck it, don't care. Coal item. Let's go ahead and make a duplicate of the briefcase. Probably should make a master material for this, but whatever. Bandage. 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 Super high-res bandage. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. We need to automate this. Automate these. Yeah, you're not wrong. Something I do need to automate is being able to take pictures or images or screenshots to use as icons for the hotbar. But then I thought about it, and I was like, hold on. What if we don't even need to waste the space in the game making textures that are then saved locally? What if we use render targets that only capture the image once and then saves it locally, and then we can release that memory when we don't need it? Would that be better? Wouldn't that be better? You know what I mean? Or is that a bad idea? Is this a bad idea? Save 50 megabytes on some bullshit? Yeah. Do I like sushi or tempura? Brother, they're 2 different things. They're 2 different things. Why not both? Hear me out. Why not both? Do you like cars or horses? That's basically the question. Burn energy 1, shop value 2, I guess, because bandages. Carryable, yes. Item size, ball sack. Bandage, test description. Okay. Now, of course, with the bandages, we are going to need to make it so it's usable. Okay, it's sort of centered. It's so, kinda centered. All right, let's see if we can get a bandage. Let's see what it looks like in game. I should probably just spawn it. This is a bomb. Watch. Yep, see? Gobi. Okay, really? Come on! Stupid game. I gotta fix that. I think it's the lid causing that. Alright, no bandages. The employee handbook, by the way, looking absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, no bomb, please. This is a joke. Why does that keep happening? I had that handbook yesterday. I think I modeled it off stream, and then we modified it a little bit. Cool. And then we modified it a bit yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. No bandages. I can't throw him. Why does he get stuck? Did I get any butter chicken yesterday? Nah. Plunger. End of train. There's no bandages. There's not a single bandage in this damn train. How am I gonna balance the spawn rates? Oh, brother. I don't know. We haven't done like too much balancing in the game just yet. I just want to see what the bandages look like. Whatever. Honestly, I should just spawn it in. There's a high probability it's just clipping through the world. Excuse me. Watch a guy be in this damn container again. Oh, look at that. Bandage! There it is. It looked like a bandage. Therefore, it'd be a bandage. Yes. We got it. Now, we need to make it so it's usable. So we need to make an object where you can hold it in your hand, and then left-click it, or whatever, right-click it, and use it. What's the bandage for? Healing. Healing. Well, have you, so you can heal your friends with it. Ideally, that's my goal, is like left clicking it uses it on yourself. Right clicking it when you're facing a friend will heal your friend. That's the idea. Good blues. Yeah. Still working on the window? No, we did that. That's done for the most part. Mm-hmm. We have a glowing bandage. It's not correct. It could be interesting, maybe this has durability. So you can use it. I feel like it should be a one-time use. I think the things that I want to do with it is that it takes a certain amount of time to heal someone. So maybe there's like a little progress bar or something. But let's just get it in so we can at least carry the item. And then go from there. Okay, I'm just going to spawn it in. I cannot be bothered, okay? Listen. Ah, bandages. Do you throw the bandage to your friend's head to heal them? You probably just hold it on them and then a progress bar appears in the middle of the screen. Am I prototyping using blueprints or redoing everything in C++? I'm not going to redo everything in C++, but wherever I feel like we can make some optimizations or make it easier to add more content to the game, you know, then we'll probably redo some stuff in C++, but if it's not needed, then I'll just leave it in Blueprint because it's easier for me. Okay, so now we got bandages in our hands. Look at that. Very nice. That's very nice. So, next up, we need some context inputs. So, in items, here we can put some input contexts. We can say left mouse button is heal self, and then right mouse button is heal friend. Or heal other. Or heal target, heal other, heal friend. I don't know. Sure. So now, when we go ahead and equip it, it now says heal self and heal other in the bottom right corner, which you guys can't really see, but it's there. Now, it's just a case of putting it in the game. Would you look at that? There's another one. But yeah, I'm wondering, for those, the bottom hotbars, should we render the icons ourselves? Or should we maybe... Is it dangerous to use a render target that captures the item when you pick it up? So then that way I don't have to like take a screenshot or a fucking render an icon myself every time, because that's really annoying. So I don't know. By the way, the amount of work it takes just to even add one singular icon, one singular item. When am I adding this? Okay, but why? Okay, but why? Why? Why I choose to use data assets instead of a data table? I thought data sets only give it benefit when you have like a million items. One thing I learned from Suit for Hire is data assets are a lot better to work with than a data table. Two, modability with data assets are a lot better. Exposing moddable items in the game is a lot easier with a data asset than it is with a data table, from what I can tell. So it's one of the benefits of using data assets instead. Additionally, I think data tables get very laggy and shitty at some point. So I have now just converted to doing data assets instead, which honestly are not like bad. It just, you know, it will get hectic having a shit ton of items in here, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not that huge of a deal. Is the hotbar not just an image icon? Currently it is just an image icon, but I would love to make it so the image just renders itself once when you pick it up. I feel like that'd be cool. I think it looks cool once you have like hundreds of data assets up in there. Nice visual progress to me. I think there was a period of time where I was like really like, I just didn't like the organization of having a bunch of data assets, but I think I can make do with it. Bandage. Yeah, I want to see if maybe we can just take render. I don't know if that's a good idea, but if it's just a render target rendering once, I feel like that's not a huge deal. You know what I mean? It rendering an icon for the thing like once. I don't know if that's a good workflow. I don't know. It's just I really hate the idea of having to manage a whole bunch of icon textures again. Having to do that in Sufahire was a pain in the ball sack. It was the worst. Wouldn't they be bad for optimization because wouldn't it have to have a second camera render the item? It would just have to do it once. It would just have to do it once. It would just render it once. So I don't know how expensive that would be. Yeah. So it'd only have to do it once, which I don't think is a huge deal, and it would only be like a 128 by 128 like icon. But I don't know. I do not know. Should we do that right now? Dude, it's so... Oh. Look at that. It crashed. I know it's like not a very high priority thing at all, but... it really is not a high priority thing at all. We really don't need to do that right now. I don't need to do it. Okay, bandage item. So now let's make a... let's make a checklist real quick. Okay. Being able to cancel the healing. Yeah. Tornadoes last Friday, and then we had a severe thunderstorm, then the wind is 60 miles per hour all day. Tomorrow snow, then severe weather on Sunday. Dude, we have snow. It's crazy. It's crazy. We had snow, and apparently now we have rain. Apparently. What the hell? Okay, so for the bandages, we need to make it so we can heal ourselves or heal a friend. And we need it to be done through a progress bar. Here's what I'm thinking. It might be a good idea to make a progress bar on the HUD that can be reused for anything. What do you guys think? I feel like that's a good idea. A little circular progress bar that can be reused. And then it has a little tiny text of like what action you're currently doing. I feel like would be good. And then that way we can reuse that. So let's go to the HUD. Let's go to the player HUD. Got a lot of shit in here. What's this? Throw strength progress bar. I'm going to leave that there because that's a different action. You might be able to throw something while doing something. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to overlay. I'm going to add. I think I'm gonna add another overlay on top. Should go around the crosshair? Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do another overlay because then I can hide and unhide this. We'll call this action progress overlay. Luckily, there is now a radial progress bar. Well, it's not a progress bar, it's a radial slider, but it's more than usable to create our little progress bar. We can use this as a substitute. And it works just fine. Yep. Is this better for the handle? Yeah, that looks a lot more like a handle. Yeah. Yeah, because now you got actual machinery there showing where the connection is, where the connection to the case is. Yeah, big upgrade. Yeah, big upgrade. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. So we don't need the slider handle. We do want to thicken this. I swear, if I see that little pixel, I'm gonna freak out. Freak out. We need to change the thickness of this style. Bar thickness. The problem I have with the bar thickness is it's heavily dependent on the zoom. What the... Let's see, normal bar image, does it show a size override? These are all for the thumb, I think. This shit doesn't do anything. Is focusable? No. Visible? No. Not visible. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is where this stuff is. Gotcha. Let's do this. This will be a darker color with translucency. And then the slider handle color, center background color. See what this looks like now when we're completing the action. We do have a slight little pixel there. I don't know why that's there. That's gonna really piss me off. That's gonna really piss me off. Yeah, that's going to upset me. All right, well, let's just change the gap of this, which hopefully I should be able to. I cannot. Today's a bad day. Today's a horrible day. Today's a horrendous day. Let's wrap this with a size box. It's thick now. It's too thick. It's a little too thick. The thing is, because I'm zooming out and it's changing the thickness, this is not like a static value, which is so stupid. Why? Why do you hate me? All right, let's see how it looks. Again, see, I go full screen and it changes the thickness of it. Oh, goodness. Whatever. Anyways, I think that's it's a pretty good size. It does change the thickness based on, like, I don't know if it's aspect ratio or just the amount of pixels currently visible on screen. It's really annoying. Really annoying. It's kind of trippy seeing the hand disappear and get dragged with the object while still seeing the center of the crosshair. Oh, sure. All right. Not bad. So this is going to be called Action Progress Radial Slider. And then in this overlay, we also need text. And in that text, we'll put it at the bottom. And we'll put a padding from the top of like 80 pixels. Maybe 164. Maybe like 180. Maybe 200 pixels. I don't have a font for this. That's okay. So this is going to be called Action Progress Text Block. And then. Oh, interesting. We'll give this an actual like font later on. That's probably a good idea to give it a little bit of shadow. Yeah, for now, just so we can see what we're looking at. Using a progress bar with circuit material. I could probably fix the thickness, yeah, by making my own system for it, rather than using their radial slider, which honestly, the radial slider's probably just reading it from a material that they created. Let's see. I could probably find that material. I would not doubt it's just a material. Somewhere. Oh, it could be slate as well, like directly in slate. That could also be what it is. I wonder though, if we look at engine content real quick, I search up radial, we can maybe see if we find that radial material at all in here. I see radial slider right here, which is probably what we just looked at. Parent class is UMG widget. Yeah, we just looked at this. I wouldn't doubt this is just reading from like a slate I'm pretty sure this is like a material. Pretty sure it's a material. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know why it's scaling up. Really annoying, but it is what it is. We're fine for now. We're fine for now. Let's just get it working. So we've got our action progress overlay. Now, we probably just want to make it collapsed for now. Set that to a variable. What would be really cool, we'll probably just make a function for it. So we need a function to set the value of the radial slider and then also set it to visible. You know what we could do? We could make it automatically fade out if it's no longer in use. And then if the value gets set to 1, which is finished, then we can do a custom, like, you know what I mean? We could kind of custom. No, I feel like it should be instantaneous when the input is lost. Let's just do it as one function, so it's easier for me. Is that a good idea? Bad idea? I don't know. We'll see. Probably a bad idea. Let's do this. What did I call it? Wait. I called it an action progress. Ah. Let's do this. Set action progress visibility. We're going to do two separate. We'll do two separate things. Set visibility, do a select coming out of this. If true, this, otherwise collapsed. Ideally, I'd probably want to do like an animation when this pops up, but for now, fuck it, whatever. Whatever. Put this into a category, action progress. Let's add another function, set action progress. Value. We'll do that value input in here. Then I need the overlay. Nope, not the overlay actually. The radial slider. I should be able to just set the value directly here. Cool. Which I think is a 0 to 1 value. I probably want to animate this. But whatever. Why is game dev so hard? Trying to work on my camera control rig and the camera won't stop spinning. Send help. I don't know. Get a different cameraman. I don't know what to tell you, man. Your cameraman needs to be fired. It's that easy. Just fire them. We've already seen it time and time again in the AAA industry. It's an easy solution. You just fire them. I am the cameraman. I fire me. Well, Godspeed. Time to pull up the resume. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even use a camera control rig at all, so. I've been trying to make a cover point generator for like a week. You're in that thick shit. Should just use EQS. My only problem with EQS is I have no clue what the performance impact of EQS is, but otherwise it's great. It's awesome. EQS is cool. EQS is very cool. EQS, very cool. So every time we set the visibility, we're going to set the text. So the text. It's in Godot rotating the spring arm based on the mouse movement delta. I'll get it eventually, just having fun. Rotating spring arm based on the mouse movement delta. Check what your... Can you like debug or print what the delta values are? Because it's very possible it's like non-zero values constantly, which could be why it's spinning. I don't know, I'm not a real programmer. I'm just a guy. I am but a man. I am but a man. And I'm not saying butterman as in a man of butter. I mean but a man, just a man. Did you check the Godot blueprints? Dude, how have we already been streaming for 3 hours and I've gotten like nothing done? I added fucking bandages that you can't even use yet. That's diabolical. Must be Friday, sidetrack like a mofo. It's a Friday. It do be. It do be. We, that's all you, brother? All right, we got a primary button press action. I need to see my pawn, my HUD. I need to get my HUD. Can I get the controller from my pawn? Yes. Then get the HUD from my player controller. Yes. In Zen, I set visibility of action progress to is visible. Healing. Healing yourself. And then on release, not is visible any longer. Okay. So now when I pick up the bandage, healing self, healing yourself. Yes. Now we just need to set a timer and then set the value on the timer while running the timer. And then... Yeah. I should probably write some of this stuff down so I can break it down. Progress bar for healing progress, canceling healing, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's do 3 seconds. Okay. All right. Nathan, thank you for the raid. How's it going? Thank you, thank you. How'd you do? We're working on bandages so the players can heal themselves if they find themselves to be low on health. Average crim stream. Me getting nothing done. Hey. It's been fun, right? 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 Blame ADHD. I don't have ADHD. I think. I'm unsure. Bandages are a good idea. It's just so funny that such a simple item, which is a healing item. To be fair, once I do this, it might simplify the process of making other items that have a progress bar and blah, blah, blah. Or maybe we have different healing items that have better things. Yeah. It's just so much work. Ew, sorry. That was weird. Anyways, it's so much work just to put in one item. It's so much work just to put one item. Big on wall-mounted HEV stations? What is that? Wall-mounted HEV station. Are you talking about, like Half-Life? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. That could be fun to do in the stations. You can maybe get like a full heal at a station. That could be fun. Free full heal. Yeah. I could see that being fun. Okay, so healing progress healed, but then the other thing we need to do is go in here. Read from the player HUD. I'm getting claustrophobic. Then we need to set progress, action value progress, and then let's just do this. Let's code this properly, shall we? Make a variable for the thing, and then properly hook this up. All right, healing duration. Let's code properly, shall we? So the healing duration plus timer remaining time or elapsed time. Remaining time. If this is 1.5 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3, okay. This divided by this. Actually, no, this is elapsed time, actually. Whoops. Because we're working towards 1 as a value. Okay, cool. Yeah, peace out, Nathan. Have a good one. Thank you again for the raid. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, so there's a bomb there. So that would have counted as healed. I'm starting to see, do you guys see that little pixel in the middle? Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, that's really bad. That's gonna really bug me. Okay, hear me out. What if we go back to the HUD real quick? What if we use the slider handle, but can we reduce the size of the handle? Guys, we can't. For some reason, I can't. It would appear I cannot change. Wow, this thing has no customization at all. Uh-huh. Why does this thing have no customization? Can I not customize the size of this thing? I literally have no customization of that little tiny object. Are you kidding me? This sucks. This is ass. Oh, come on. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm over it. My bandage fell through the world, but luckily there's still one here. Don't you worry, I didn't need that one. Alright, so now we need to make it so the healing thing does a thing, which is healing ourselves. And then we need to make it so we can heal friends. And then, yeah. All is good. All is good. Okay, so how can I heal myself? Do I have anything in place for that already? I know we have a damage system, but do we have a healing system? Oh yeah, I remember. Health is now client side. Don't ask me why I did that. Don't ask me why I did that or why I chose to do that. Why did you do that? I'd rather you just not ask that question, and the fact that you did is like just extremely just unnerving. Especially considering I just asked not to ask that question. And I'm offended, honestly. How dare you? The balls on people these days, huh? The balls. So let's add a function. Heal health, or add health to player. Let's just do add health. Description, add health to the player. Amount. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I would use the min or the max, but I don't remember which one to use. I always get it so mixed up. I think it's min gets whichever one is smaller. Nah, whatever, who cares? Whatever, clamp works just fine. Set health. Alright, where's the part where we send information to the HUD? Is it here? I think it's pawn health. I could be wrong, but I believe this is actually setting the health value. I don't know if this is being smoothed. We'll see. Okay. So now we have an add health system. So now in healing progress, which by the way, this is a completely incorrect way of doing this. We can do add health, although we technically might want to actually. Here's something. If I heal someone else, but their health is client side, am I going to have to do a call on owning? How the hell am I going to specifically heal someone else and they call the event on themselves? Well, we'll figure that out. Maybe doing client-side health was actually not a good idea. You know, maybe this was a horrendous fucking idea, now that I think about it. Yeah. Anyways. So then we want to hide the progress visibility, but then we also want to delete the item. Now, luckily, I've got that already here in the fire extinguisher. I wonder, do I have a centralized way of deleting the item? We release grab, which I don't think we have. Oh, it's this. It's a lot of code for something that I'm going to have to reuse everywhere. Additionally, we're going to need some code for when we cancel this. Nice. Okay, so now we just need to see if the Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Like, seriously, why does it... Why is it following through the I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so I'm gonna damage myself real quick. Oh! Maybe a little bit too much. Okay, and then heal myself. We should see some... Oh, you guys don't see it. Here, let me do it like this. So you guys can see the health. If it even works. Ah, nice. And there is an interpolation. I just saw it smoothly go up. Very cool. All right. It works. Does it work when it's replicated? I don't know. Let's try it out. Is it supposed to heal more than 10%? It heals 15%. Guys, the item fell through the world again. I hope I can find one in here. Ah! Perfection! Okay, now. Take a bit of damage. Or just die. Okay, that's fine. I actually don't... Okay. Oh. Why are you taking damage now? What, What's damaging you? I just saw a bunch of none variables and now I'm concerned. Oh, hold on. I just noticed something. Furnace fire. Player dot damage. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What is this? Who the fuck coded this? Vibe coding? Or like idiot coding. Where the fuck coded this? Me. I probably wasn't considering the multiplayer aspect of this at all. Okay. We're going to do this differently. This also will allow us to deal damage to multiple actors at once, which is ideally what this would end up being anyways. Like, why is it reading from pawn? No wonder the server was starting to get hit. We do a for each loop. Check if it's valid. If it's valid, damage this actor. And then do the thing. Additionally, we might want to do a check here and check if it's empty at the end of all these for loops. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we can test the client healing. Huh. What? I might have to do a run on server call for this. Access non-training read property player HUD and set pawn health. Ooh, is damage actor being called on the server as well? Interesting. Might have to fix that. Not a huge deal right now, though. We just need to work on... So, how is it that this works in the... Oh, it's running on server. Right. Mm-hmm. So would this run on server then? On the bandage? It's interesting that this is doing calls, like local calls, not on the server. You know what I mean? So I might like want to leave some of this stuff in here. What I'll do is I'll just leave this here. And then we'll just do a call here, a server call. Server used server destroy item, server remove item. Actually destroy, because it's technically also destroying it. Run on server, reliable, because it's very important. Okay. Destroy the I'm in the wrong place. Destroy the item. I wonder if we can actually call a server can we call a server RPC from a local function? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it's fine. Let's see if it does it correctly though. Okay, so it does it correctly on the server. However, client side it does not. So let's just do this. We'll I have to be careful with doing some of these calls locally because might not be very good. I'm kind of surprised though. Update player inventory UI. I have no idea why that's being called on server. I have a feeling that the fire extinguisher doesn't fully work properly on the client. Something tells me this shit doesn't work 100% properly. I don't know, there's no fire extinguishers here. Let's see if I can reset. I just want to see if that works properly. And something's telling me it's not working properly. Oh well. You're gonna go far with this game, kid? I don't know about that. Well, I don't know about that. We could remove the item from the inventory locally. My only worry is that it accidentally removes something else that we don't want. Yeah, fuck it, whatever, just put this in. Yeah, whatever, put it in. So then that way it's a little bit more instantaneous. There's a bomb. Ah, it's a perfect testing unit actually, because then... Again, this not replicated at all. That guy just... So he flew away. Wait, hold on. Oh, the bomb guy didn't deal damage to the other client because the explosion isn't local. Whoops. Yeah, I don't... So here's the problem with the damaging right now. I think it goes beyond 0. Okay, it's still not instantaneous, however... At least it's happening. I love the bomb guy, especially the sound. He's a little bit loud. I might reduce his, like... That's happening on server and client. And it didn't even... Not even breaking. What the hell? I love multiplayer. I thought that was a bomb for a second there. It's just coal. Things are happening a little delayed. I don't know if... Uh-oh, we threw that and it didn't delete the item. I'm stuck with a sponge. Get it off me. Get this shit off me. All right. Well, someone remind me to fix that. I love multiplayer. I wonder if there's a way to print very easily how much packet loss has occurred and whatnot. That would be good to. That'd be good to see. Hopefully some squeaky sounds and some sponges with a friend. Oh yeah, and soap coming out and shit. You know what I mean? All that. That's on the list. Window cleaning task polish. So we'd basically sponge polish. But that's mostly like an art thing. Okay, so we have the bandage. We can heal ourselves. We also have a progress bar. Do we have canceling? I think I would say we do. However, there are other things that can occur. Like, for example, you can heal yourself and unequip the item, and then the thing is still on your menu. That we'd have to fix. Where do the suitcases come from? I don't know. The god? Yeah, we have to make it so when we unequip the item, we hide the thing. I don't know if that's considered as us destroying the item. I think it is. So what we can do is we can do an event call. Yeah. Where do the suitcases come from? But lore-wise, the suitcases are the passengers, who are technically the monsters. So, in theory, technically you're stealing from the passengers to fuel the train, to keep the train going, to bring the passengers where they need to go. Right now, they're in the engine car, but later on, we'll have them in, you know, other places. Now, end play reason could be a multitude of things, but this should be fine. Because by the time we destroy it, it's already healed the player. However, when you unequip it, it is not instantly occurring. We're going to have to do some client prediction stuff for that. I'm cranking my shit. I'm cranking my flashlight. Now we just need to make it so we can heal other people. So if you unequip it, yeah, it'll still heal you. Wowee! I gotta say, it does look a little janky being able to see the inside of the suitcase. Because the physics is doing some wacky shit. Careful you don't put any red crosses and healing items. That shit's copyrighted. I know, I haven't done any of that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. One thing that's annoying, you equip the item and there's a little bit of a delay before you actually can start clicking left click. Because it's like trying to spawn the item. Now I have it in my hand, but I technically don't have it in my hand because I spammed it. Server desync. So those are things that I'd like to probably work on in the future. Because I think it goes a long way. Also, that being super weird as well. Fix that as well. Multiplayer. Love multiplayer. Okay. Let's see. So we have canceling as well done. Now the final thing is being able to heal others, which is gonna get pretty gnarly. Because the server cannot heal the client. The client needs to heal themselves because their health is not replicated. Um, huh. Maybe I can put a client heal self call, and then I can call that on the server that then calls it on the thing. Oh my. Doing stuff as client authoritative is actually doesn't actually make it any easier, actually. It actually doesn't make it easier. It actually kind of just makes it more fucked, the way you do things. Doesn't actually make it all that much better. Especially when you have like intercommunication between clients. You know, button. Happy Friday, Crimsters. Wait, that's not our names. We don't have a name. Don't call us Crimsters again. I will call my lawyers. I've got multiple lawyers. Yeah. We're the sloppers, the criminals. All right, all of you are, this is a group lawsuit now. Like this is, I don't know what you call that. But yeah. Yep. A class action. This is a class action. Client heal self. So run on owning client, reliable amount. Then we heal, add health. I think that should work. So then what we do in the item bandage, healing target. This will be a pawn. Okay, pawn. In the inputs, we're going to say that the healing target is ourselves. However, in the secondary press action, So I'm basically getting the camera location, adding, let's do 150 distance. And object type, I need to check capsule. It is of type pawn. Probably not enough to really determine if this is good enough, but we'll find out. If there was a blocking hit, and then additionally, let's just do a cast to this. This is fine. Not a problem. In fact, the healing target should honestly just be the player character. Because then I can do a direct call. It's fine. We can just cast to it. How's the progress looking? It's looking pretty good. I think. It's just every time we add an item, it's like going on an adventure. It's like we're fucking... an adventure to save the princess for every little item we have to add in. Were the crim cells? What the... All right. I don't know about that one. I think we should not. We should redact that one. Let's just redact that one. Yeah, I don't like. I don't. That one is the worst one we've gotten so far. Yep, I gotta say, I think that's the worst one so far. Criminals, sure, whatever. But, you know, I don't know. So, healing yourself, healing friend. Now, it would be cool that instead of healing friend, we get the player's name. So, they could be like healing whoever the fuck we're healing. You know what I mean? However, I don't have anything like that. So, yeah. I don't have any naming stuff yet. So we'll just say healing friend. And then we got the healing progress. Okay. So, here is where things get a little different. If healing target is equal to owning player pawn, then we are healing ourselves. Otherwise, we are healing the other client. So, we need to do a run on server call. Server heal other player. Where's my other custom event call? Right here, server destroy item. So server heal other player. We want to first get the player or the pawn. We'll do a pawn call. Actually, let's just do player character. Let's not make this hard for ourselves, okay? Pawn and then heal self, which is a client call, and then we're going to do the amount, and the amount is, well, it's just a healing amount, but we'll just do this. Actually, no. Just put the value in. Heal amount. It's fine. So server heal other player. So now in healing progress, we're going to do server heal other player. And that will be the target. The object reference is mismatched. So then we heal the friend, and then we go through with the rest of the code. Okay, so healed self, healed friend, all good. So now we can test this out. I think. We gotta try it with 3 clients because this is a pretty important thing. Do I have a debug button to deal damage to myself? Nope. Okay, so I go in first, have a little dip. Next up, client 1, have a little dip. Next up, client 2, have a little dip. Let's also make sure that the furnace is working properly. I only have 1 bandage. I should have really thought this through. Anyways, whatever, we can try this out. So, client to client, we're gonna try healing our friend. By the way, yep, I have to be facing someone, so that's working. Yes! He can heal him. Let me see if I can get another bandage. Spawn bandage. Spawn bandage. Admin, please spawn a bandage for us. Bullshit. Oh, come on. A cube? We need to delete that cube. That cube's pissing me off. A sponge? Oh, and you went through the world and you took the sponge with you too? You piece of shit. Oh, come on. Why do things clip through the ground, dude? Oh, yeah, let me test this, actually. Somehow that works. Oh. Oh. Bro, I can still hear it. It's like in the ground or something. Dude. It's kind of annoying. Okay, well, it works. I think it's working. But we do need to test other... Am I... Never... Did I... yeah, no, I did not add a debug tool. Guys, I'm... It's not happening. I'm too lazy. Oh, great. It works. It works, I think. Although, client to client, client 1 should try to heal client 2. The server healed client 1. Or 2. No, heal 1. Client 1. Oh, another bandage spawn! Okay, so client 2 will heal client 1. Have we tried this? Well, I don't know. We tried it now. Client 1 should probably heal client 2. Dude, I don't know where the fuck I am. Okay, so client 1 can pick up the bandage. Let's also see if client 1 can heal himself. About to waste a bandage. Alright, well, it works. Look at that. I think. I'm assuming it works. Let's put it in the needs testing section, though. Oh, wowee. We're finally starting to thin out the list, even though it feels like it hasn't been thinned out at all. Love that. Hold on, let me check my email real quick. Alright, all good. Wait, actually, hold on. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. The bandages are in. How does it, well, how is it that this shit takes so long? Although, to be fair, it only took us a few hours in one day, right? So, like, I guess that's not too bad, but it does take a considerable amount of time just to put in one item. How is it that all this time I've struggled to find bandages and now 3 of them spawn right here, all at once? This is a joke. This really is a joke, huh? You know, some of this should be on an algorithm basis, where it's like, maybe we spawn more health items based on the needs of the players. You know what I mean? I feel like that should be taken into account in the item spawning. Maybe for the luggage. Maybe we don't determine what's going to be in the luggage on start, but instead we actually determine it on breaking it open. Maybe something to consider. Anyways, good stream. 3 hours and a half. Surely no bomb guy in here, right? Nope. Back on Monday, I think. I don't think I have anything. What do I have on Monday? Should be back on Monday. Yeah. So have a great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping by. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm really hungry, and then I got a call after this. We should look into maybe adding a debug tool, especially considering the amount of things that we have to start testing soon, and relying on chance. It's kind of a waste of time. So, probably a good idea. Probably a good idea to crank it. Probably a good idea to get all that going. Yeah. Anyways, good stream. We got some bandages in. Very cool healing item. And slowly but surely making some good progress. Yeah. On that note, though, have a great weekend and have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Yeah. Goodbye. Peace out. Do not call our... We don't have a name. We don't have a name. Stop calling it criminals or crim cells. That one's the worst. That's horrible.